want you to tell me as a mother, this is why I need this child with me.
Judge, let me explain something to you. I wouldn't be standing here today if I didn't care about my son.
Number 5116, the city of Mango Park versus Denise Alva. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name correctly.
Alva.
Ms. Alva, you're here to ask the court, to petition the court rather, to have your custody restored. Is this a child custody issue here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what happened with your child?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, I'm being judged for one of the hardest times in my life, that all I tried to do is work towards something for our son, my son, and I'm being accused of something that doesn't even make sense. I'm being accused that I put my child in danger because of the fact that I'm working towards providing a more stable household, a more stable income. I need you to understand, Judge Porter, that my husband passed away 3 years ago.
Okay.
We might have done things a little bit out of order, had Gabriel first, and then got married, but...
Who says that's out of order?
Society, Judge.
Who cares what society thinks?
I know that, but there's so much pressure in this world when you become a mother and when you're a woman of color too.
Okay.
And all I've been trying to do is do what's right for my son and do what's right for our future and build based off of having everything taken away from me.
Okay, so I'm sorry, what is your son's name?
Gabriel.
Gabriel? Okay, can you explain to me, because I don't have it here in front of me, what were the circumstances that Gabriel was taken from you, or rather you lost custody of Gabriel?
So I worked I'm in nursing school, Judge. So I worked many, many nights late as a CNA. And I also picked up extra shifts as well at a local restaurant. And then since that kind of took a lot of time away from my son, and I relied heavily on my husband's parents for childcare, I started recognizing that a lot of rude and snarky comments were made, and
by his parents, or by
his parents.
Okay.
And I started taking him with me. You know, they kind of complained a little bit that they are watching him a lot and, you know, it's taking away from their life. But, you know, I didn't ask for the help. They offered it. You know, normally if I can, I bring him, especially if I'm, you know, I also slightly have a side hustle. I do makeup on the side, and I'll bring him along with me. And like, you know, he sits and he plays with himself. He's a really good kid, Judge. He's a good kid. He doesn't cause trouble. He doesn't ask for too many things. And the same way I don't ask for too many things. I wasn't asking for too much help, but the comments that were made to me as if I was not trying to do the best for my son and provide for him in that way. I'm working towards finishing school. And in that time that they decided to claim that I was an unfit mother, I was working through trying to provide stability.
Okay.
How is that fair?
Because the city didn't just come out of a whim. Who made the complaint to the city?
His mother.
And what did the city tell you?
They had to take it into investigation because, unfortunately, I mean, he's a 3-year-old. He runs around and he has a scrape on his knee.
Okay.
Kids fall. They have to fall to learn, right? But she's claiming that I did something, that I wasn't watching him carefully enough.
Okay. Did the city do a follow-up investigation to check to see if you were in nursing school? Did they follow up to see if you had employment? Did they do any of those issues?
They have done follow-up now. And what I'm saying is I'm in a much better place. And
have you completed your nursing school?
I have.
Okay. Where are you okay, so are you using your nursing degree now?
I just got a full-time job at Mango City Hospital. And the job is great. It has benefits, childcare. I mean, he's 3 years old, so that's great for me. He can't stay on his own. How long have you been
employed at Mango City Hospital?
It's been 2 months now.
Okay. And So basically what happened was the city they were questioning the welfare of the child. Where is he now?
He's with my sister.
Your sister? Okay. And so in lieu of putting the child into child services, like a foster home or something like that, they gave custody of your son to your sister. Did they issue like a time frame or anything like that?
This was just for today for him to be watched, because this is supposed to be one of the days that I do get to see him and spend time with him.
A grieving
The
mother
court
stands
actually issued
before the court,
him to have
but
custody
emotion
with
alone won't
my
win custody. Under
my late
US family
husband's
law,
family.
judges
Okay, so
demand
wait a minute.
of
So
Would you trust her with full
no,
custody?
no. What I meant was legal custody. Who has legal custody of the boy now?
Legal custody?
Is the boy within the under the guidance of the city, or did they make a ruling that the baby is supposed to be with the parents at all times?
No, he is in the guidance of the city, unfortunately.
But the custody is with the parents.
Correct.
Okay. And you're here to ask the court for what again?
My son back.
Why do you want your son back?
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. I don't know you. You tell me why. Why should I give you your son back?
I've worked insanely hard to get to the place to provide him some type of civility. He's lost one parent already.
Okay.
You know how heartbreaking that is to hear my son ask me every night where his father is? He sees kids in school, and I have to explain to him that he's on vacation right now. How am I supposed to explain a death to my 3-year-old son?
Do you have any other children?
It's just the one.
So it's just Gabriel.
It's just Gabriel.
Okay, please continue.
I've worked endlessly. For them to even consider me an unfit parent based off of the help that they were offering me, and then calling me unfit as a mother, based off of all the work that I'm putting in to provide stability, provide a stable financial income, provide a safe place to live and care for my child.
Do you have a safe place to live?
I do.
Okay, where do you reside? Do you reside in a halfway house or state-owned facility?
No, it's a
it's your
house.
own place?
It's my own house.
Okay, is it a house or an apartment?
It's a house.
So you
Single family home.
So you have a single family home and you paying the mortgage on it.
Correct.
Okay. And you have a job as a nurse at Mango City Hospital. Okay. What makes you qualified to be the caregiver of Gabriel better than his grandparents, though?
Why wouldn't I be the qualified caregiver? I'm his mother.
Know. You tell me.
The only thing that's missing.
I know a lot of mothers who really shouldn't be around their children. I need you to tell me why. What is it about you that says I'm the person that's best to raise this child?
Judge, let me explain something to you. I wouldn't be standing here today if I didn't care about my son.
Okay.
I wouldn't be standing here today petitioning in front of you for custody of my son if I wasn't being judged for one of the hardest times in my life.
Okay. You went through something. So what? Everybody
So
goes
what?
through something.
It was one of the hardest things. I don't mean to seem as though I'm trying to throw myself a pity party over here, Judge, but they're making
Are you qualified to be a good parent? What makes you qualified? What did you do to earn that?
I went to school.
Tell me.
I managed through my husband dying spontaneous on me, a heart
Who
attack.
paid for his funeral?
His parents.
His parents? How long were you guys married before he passed?
We were married for about a year.
Okay. And what can you do for Gabriel now that you couldn't do 3 years ago?
I was in school 3 years ago, Judge.
You didn't answer my question. What could you do now that you couldn't do then?
Provide him a stable parent who doesn't just sit him on a tablet, who walks him through his lessons, who teaches him, who reads to him, who cares for him, who kisses him goodnight, who
in U.S.
reads him bed stories every night. His grandparents might be taking care of him and feeding him, but that doesn't mean that they're good parents to him. I'm a good parent.
You know,
all I was trying to do was do my best.
I'm not even sure you love him, so I'm going to go. So anything else you want to say?
Are you joking?
Yeah, I'm going to go. So
Do you need me to stand in front of this courtroom and beg for you to ask for my
no,
child
I'm not
back?
asking you to beg. I want you to tell me as a mother, this is why I need this child with me.
I don't know what else you want me to say. I've done the work. I've done the grieving. I haven't even actually had a chance to grieve my husband. And you're asking me to tell you how much more I have to prove that that my son belongs to me?
Are you getting offended because I asked
Yes,
you?
I'm getting offended, Judge.
How dare you get offended at me for asking you if you're qualified to be a parent?
I don't know what else more you want me to prove. I've provided him consistent care as best as I can. I've put in the work to continue to provide him a better life. You're taking time away from me here today just by not being able to be with my son. This is one of the only days that I've been able to have with him in the last 2.5 months.
And I guess that is what I wanted to hear.
Her fight proves sacrifice.
Like I told you earlier.
not perfection.
I don't mean to get emotional.
Courts focus
You're
on
supposed
the
to get
child's
emotional.
best
It's your
interest,
child.
not a parent's past.
You want your baby back.
Did
You're
she
supposed to
finally
get
convince the
emotional.
judge?
You're a mama bear. You're supposed to fight to the death for your child. In your case, that would be the sacrifices to make. You went to school. While you were going to school, you hustled. Somewhere during all that time, you were able to get enough money to put down on a down payment on a home, an actual house that belongs to you. So if Gabriel comes back, you have your own little sanctuary. You have a place where you can raise him, a place where you don't have to worry about the outside influences. Like I said to you earlier, who cares what society thinks? That passion that you just showed me, that is the passion of a parent.
Thank you.
If I was sounding a little so what-ish, because I need to see who you are, because you're asking me to be the caretaker of a child who's already been given to someone else for their welfare. You're asking me to have faith in you to override what the city says. I think this is best for the child. That's what you're asking me to do.
And I'm sorry for my lack of emotion, but all I've been judged on lately is my ability to hold it together.
You have showed your emotion. I needed to see that. I wanted to see that. Like I said, I don't know who you are. I can only go by this interaction that we have right here, right now. You're a nurse. You're doing good. You're doing good. I'm sorry that your husband passed away. I know it's best to have two parents to raise a child. Every child needs that, but guess what? Every child doesn't have that. I didn't have that growing up. My sister didn't have that. We only had our mom. But my children, all four of them, have myself and my wife. Okay? And even then, it's hard to be a parent. You're going to have some tough days ahead. The reason I say that is because I am granting you custody of Gabriel. Okay? I'm going to give you your son back. But I'm letting you know now, you're going to have some tough days ahead, especially being a single parent. It ain't easy. You know, maybe you'll get lucky. You know, maybe you'll find Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. I don't know. And that person will come in and they can be the support system you need, because there are going to be days, I'm telling you now, there are going to be days where you're going to be up on your bed and you're going to be crying and you're going to be wondering, how do I get through this? And you're not going to want your child to see you crying, because you don't want your child to I don't know, see you as being weak or not understanding what's going on. And like you said, how do I tell my child about the death of their father at 3 years old? I can assure you the child truly doesn't understand that. I remember there was an episode of this children's show, and there was this character, an old man, and he had a little shop. And one of the puppet characters, they were like, "Oh my gosh, he died. So when is he going to come back?" And the other characters had tried to explain to him, he ain't coming back. But children don't understand that. When they get older, you can explain that to them. But for right now, you are going to be all that Gabriel has. And like I'm telling you now, you're going to have rough days and you're going to have rough nights. And being a nurse, and that's stressful in itself. There are going to be times where you're going to want to scream. And the only thing I can recommend that you do, you take a pillow and you put it over your head. You go in a room where no one's around when Gabriel's asleep or whatever, and you scream into that pillow. Let the stress out. Those days are coming. You don't have support from your in-laws, and that's okay. If push comes to shove, the city we have, well, you know what? You've already had bad experience with the city, whatever. If need be, a circle, whatever, me and my wife, we can direct you, help you, whatever it takes, because I still believe in the adage that it takes a village
Family isn't
to
always
raise
blood.
a child.
Who truly stands
It
by
does.
you. This ruling.
And I thought I
ends
had
with
that
hope,
village and I thought I had
but
that
the
No,
support.
battle after court.
Understand
Do you
this.
agree?
If you haven't learned this lesson, just because someone is blood does not make them family. Your family is who you pick. Okay?
Got it.
So, you have been granted custody of Gabriel. You have any questions or concerns?
Thank you so much, Judge. Thank you.
Court is adjourned.
I am so overjoyed right now to finally have my son back in full custody. And thank you so much, Judge Porter, for seeing me and seeing all what I've been going through and recognizing that I am fit to raise my child. I'm just so happy to have